Hi, this is Kate Evans with Ask an Expert, answering your love and relationship questions. Today's question is, Dear Kate, I'm in the process of getting a divorce and my husband still says mean, hurtful things in texts, emails, and even in person. When I ask him to stop, it just seems to make it worse. How am I supposed to handle this? This is really such an excellent question, and I want you to know that you're not alone because I work with so many women who are dealing with this exact same issue. And I know that this is really hard for you. Thing is that divorce is an incredibly emotional time and there's a lot of reactions going on. People are hurt, they're feeling vindictive, a lot of bad stuff happens. And it would be really understandable if you kind of fall into wanting to defend yourself or to get him to get it when your husband comes at you with those mean and hurtful things. The thing that I want you to understand is that you just can't get him to get it though. If he's coming at you with all this stuff, that means that he finds it really, really important to paint you as the bad guy, to believe these bad things about you, and all the words in the world that you might have are not going to convince him otherwise. So what you need to do at this point is get some boundaries put in place. And what that's going to look like is ignoring any sorts of negative texts or emails or voicemails or any of that sort of stuff. That's your first step. Thing is that when we start ignoring somebody when they're doing something not so great, they have a tendency to escalate. So then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to ignore his escalation. And just like with a child having a temper tantrum, when you take away the attention and you don't play into it, you don't buy into it, he eventually won't be as interested in coming after you because he won't be getting the attention from it any longer. Then what I want you to do is I want you to have a nice calm response that you repeat to him in different situations, whether you're in person or on the phone. Something along the lines of, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not going to have this conversation with you right now. I hear what you're saying, but this is what I've chosen to do and I'm going to follow through with it. You just think about what it is that you need to be saying. When you're in a conversation on the phone, you probably find every once in a while that it gets a little out of control. He starts saying those mean, hurtful things to you and you start buying into it and it just escalates and gets crazy. Well, what you are going to need to learn how to do is when you notice that happening, say one of your nice calm responses like, I don't think this is a good conversation to be having right now, and just so you know, I'm going to be getting off the phone. And then whether he responds or not, you go ahead, say goodbye, and hang up. I know that this is really tough stuff that I'm asking you to do, but I promise this is for your long-term good. And if you have children, this is for their long-term good too, because they really need to have a parent who is calm and consistent. So the steps that you're going to take, you're going to ignore those texts, voicemails, emails, any of that sort of stuff, unless it's about rational childcare. You're going to have some calm phrases that you repeat. You're going to resist the urge to defend yourself or to try to convince him of your side of things because he just doesn't want to be convinced. And then you are going to calmly end any sort of irrational phone conversations. You take all of these steps, there will be changes in this relationship with him. And I know that this is going to take a lot of work and energy, so let me know if I can help. Go ahead and check me out at my website, evanstherapyandcounseling.com. Give me a call and let's see what we can do to get you through this incredibly tough time in your life.